So when we shoot steel, we have limits, and most manufacturers are going to define limits for your steel shooting, and there are two reasons that that exists. One is for your safety. Even at this distance, we're about somewhere between 7 and 10 yards away from that plate rack over there. I got a little bit of frag in my left shoulder from shooting that. Now, is that going to hurt you? If you're wearing your proper personal protective equipment, your eyes and your ears, and a hat to the range, typically that stuff is not going to hurt you. It might get your attention, but the fragmentation from shooting steel that close is probably not going to cause you serious bodily harm. I have had a piece or two that I've had to have surgically dug out, but that was when we're shooting rifles and stuff like that. It's stupid close. The other reason that a manufacturer will set limits on the distance that you should shoot steel at is for the lifespan of the target. The lifespan of the target is determined on X caliber at Y distance for Z number of rounds, and that'll give you the projected life of the target. Shooting it closer is going to deplete that lifespan faster. What we're looking at here today is this ammunition from ICC. This is frangible ammo, and this stuff allows you to get even closer, not deplete any life out of your target, and allows you to do some things, some drills that you wouldn't typically be able to do with full metal jacket. So up here close on the steel, I'm literally almost arm length away, and this stuff, ICC ammo, lead-free, frangible ammo. We'll get a close-up so you guys can see it. This is 100 grain, 9mm. This is their Green Elite TR. Like I said, you can get really close with this stuff. So close. That's a full metal jacket hit there from the first series that we had. Frangible. You can see she pretty much dusts up. Closer. Closer still. I'm actually going to put my muzzle an inch from the plate. Well, not an inch, maybe a couple inches from the plate. No issues whatsoever, which is pretty impressive, and that's actually in the claims of ICC themselves. I talked to the rep, and they say that you can do everything up until the point of putting your muzzle up against the plate and shooting it. That would obviously damage your barrel, right? But allowing you to shoot steel really close. Go ahead and pull the camera up here. Let's take a look at the difference between a full metal jacket hit and the ICC ammunition. So what we have here is a full metal jacket hit. This is prime 124 grain military ball, and then from left to right, the subsequent hits from the ICC frangible 9mm ammunition. And just so you guys can see what it looks like up close there, it's kind of like a flat-nosed, again, lead-free projectile. These things kind of neat. Let's set up a couple drills, shoot them, and we have a couple different types of ammunition to look at here today. This stuff is actually, I was quite surprised by its performance that close. I was expecting to get some frag. I got 0. Threat!
Yeah, point blank, frangible rounds, no frag. Threat!
Stop!
Dude, I'm telling you, these XS big dot sights at close range, just put the front sight on the target and squeeze the trigger. How close did I mean, I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
No frag whatsoever.
Yeah. I'm over here where the camera is.
Yeah.
I got what's, it felt like somebody was actually raining sand on me.
Yeah, a little dust.
Yeah, a little dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, man. Yeah. We're at bad breath distance. I'm going to call out numbers 1 through 5. If you miss one of these, I am going to put you in a timeout. Seriously. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. If I miss one, then I'm not allowed to appear in the rest of the video. Is that how that?
That's pretty much how it goes.
All right.
It's a fail.
All right.
All right. Shooter ready.
Shooter's ready.
3, 5, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1.
Yeah, I put it through the 2x4 right there.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
I would like for you to set your gun on the ground and walk away. The walk of shame. There he goes.
All right, I know what you guys are thinking. We're way too close for this on that steel. This is an MI-15F. It's 5.56, and what we have right here is ICC's 5.56 ammo. They're telling me, and we're gonna find out here very, very shortly, that this stuff is good for 7 yards and out for 5.56, which is absolutely unheard of for 5.56 ammo on any type of steel. Doesn't matter, typically just about any ammunition with 5.56 out of a full-length rifle is going to burn that target bad. It's gonna ding it up really bad. We're about to find out. The other thing that's really cool about this stuff is it's silencer safe. This is a SIG 5.56 SRD QD and 5.56 suppressor. Typically, frangible ammo, you have to be very selective of when shooting it through your silencers. It's not good for them. This stuff supposedly is good. 6 rounds through the Midwest on the steel. Ready? Let's go take a look. All right, guys, 6 rounds, 5.56, 7 yards. Not a single, and a little bit tacky on the paint here still, but not a single scratch. No pitting at all on this stuff. That, I have to admit, is pretty impressive. I'm impressed. I'm happy with this, especially because this is a brand spanking new target, and I would have jacked it up pretty bad if that had been regular 5.56 ammo.
Again. Because I'll say this right now, it's always cooler when you've got a freaking like short-barreled shotgun. It's like, oh, I don't want a freaking big shotgun. Boom. It's like, yeah. No. You ready to record now?
I thought you told me not to.
What I've got right now is this. I'm about, I don't know, 25 meters or so from that steel target, and I'm going to be shooting 1 ounce lead slugs. All right, just the standard 1 ounce slug. All right, and that big old chunk of that 1 ounce of lead hitting a piece of steel, it's not like a 9mm, just a little bit of frag. You've got 1 ounce of lead fragging. Those pieces of frag can really hurt you. All right, so that's why we're this far away. We're gonna try it out first. That cloud that you saw over there was full of particulates, pieces of lead fragging out from that steel. All right, that's going to hurt you, especially coming from a 1 ounce chunk of lead. All right, what I've got here is from ICC. This is their frangible slug. It's made of compressed copper. All right, it's not going to do the same thing that it just did over there now. We're going to shoot it at a couple of different ranges to see how it works.
Did very little. Yeah, there was almost no cloud on that thing.
Barely anything.
Yeah.
Now the next thing I've got is ICC's frangible double-aught buck. It's not the 9-pellet double-aught buck. That's frangible. So let's see how that goes from here.
You got some on.
Here's my 2 slugs here, my initial lead slugs, here and here. Here's the frangible slug here, and then for that 9-pellet double-aught buck, I've got one here, 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 and here, and maybe one there. We'll see.
Yeah, I would also call this one maybe one, because it's kind of like it's a different, it's a different circle,
right?
You know, so
yeah.
And they leave kind of like a copperish kind of a spall on it,
right?
So, you know, I would probably say that's one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
Right.
And from 25 meters, these two, you could see the debris and the cloud of frag that lead slug made when it smacked this steel.
Yeah, not so much on the frangible stuff. No. I think what we do now is we're going to go ahead and half the distance and see what happens now.
All right, we've moved to 10 meters. All right, we're going to do the same string that we just did at 25. I'm going to shoot one lead slug, the frangible slug, and then the double-aught buck. Now this is about as close as I'm going to get shooting the lead slug because I don't want to go to the doctors and get stitches.
I don't know, I think I might have seen one pellet that was off.
I see 9 pellets. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What we saw over there may have been the wad. This is the frangible slug, this is the lead slug. We're down to about 5 yards right now to the steel. And just to reiterate, we ain't shooting the lead from here.
I could see it. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but there was a lot of sand that came off of it, is what it could pretty much look like. How'd it feel?
I didn't feel anything.
You didn't get any?
No.
All right. That means that we have a little bit of a crosswind right here. So you could see it project out.
Right.
But it looked to me like mostly the wind took it.
Right.
So we'll get a shot at the target really quick, and then I guess we'll go for the last one.
Pretty well all 9 just stayed within that group, and then the slug's in there somewhere.
You can definitely tell that this ammo is optimized for close work.
Right.
You know.
You wouldn't want to get hit with 9 pellets at that distance anyway. All right, so we're down to 3 yards. All right, and needless to say, don't try this at home. We do this so you don't have to.
Did you get any frag?
No.
No?
I didn't get anything.
Yeah. Even at, what? We'll call it 3 yards, but that shotgun closes at least 1 yard, right?
If that, with it being a short barrel. I wouldn't have done this with a lead slug or regular buckshot. I'd have been crazy too.
Yeah.
But with this frangible stuff, I mean, obviously you can tell I'm fine. We just finished shooting at 3 yards. I come down here and look at this target, and obviously you can see the spall from where the rounds hit the steel. But this powdery substance, it's actually powder from the actual charge itself.
So we were close enough that the unburnt powder, because it's short barrel,
right,
was projected onto the target.
Correct.
Yeah. So
that's kind of neat.
Close enough to powder burn somebody. There you go.
Yep. Hey, thanks for joining us out here at the range today, testing out ICC's frangible ammo. Everything seems to be functioning the way the manufacturer states it would. So we had fun shooting it. I'm going to close this video out shooting their defense ammo, their 100 grain 9mm duty and defense ammo. I'm going to be shooting it with a Glock 26 Gen 4 with excess sights. So I've got a bucket of water over there. Let's see if we can't get some over penetration or not. It's a bad guy bucket of water, so we'll see. The color of that water drastically changed. We let all the water drain out. We had the entry right here, the exit right here. It barely went out the back of the bucket. It just bent the piece of plastic of the bucket up. The blue barrel that was behind it, it made no entry whatsoever into the blue barrel. We did find where the back side of the round, what was left of the round, actually smacked the plastic. We found it as well, what was left of it.
Just the right size.
Just the right size.
Yeah. And where was that found? It hit and bounced, didn't it?
It bounced over here into the gravel.
Yeah. So that's kind of neat.
Yep.
And then
inside the bucket, you see all the debris. Ignore the bugs; they were dead anyway. You look in here, see the debris, but then you also see pieces of what's left.
Yeah, little tiny shards.
Yep, just little shards.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to a wound cavity or going into tissue, I can only imagine the headache that a surgeon would have digging all of these pieces out and sewing up all of the damage caused by this.